There's something very strange happening with people's expectation of Picoin. Now, I'm seeing price expectations of between $3 and $314,000. Now, of course, nothing in my video is ever financial advice, and I want to discuss this because I think there is a lot of misled promotion going on right now, and I really want people to be clear as to what is feasible in this market. Now, of course, I myself hold Picoin. I have been mining it for the last 4 years, but for some reason, there are crazy price expectations that are going around. We're seeing this a lot now. You can see what price would convince you to sell one Pi. We see between $3 and $300,000, and most people in this comment section are saying C or above, right? Which is diabolical. $314 per one Pi. Now let's jump over to Pi right now. It's $1.81. And now I'm not quite sure what's going on. And yes, guys, you might be thinking, this guy's bearish on Pi. Why is he doing this? Now, I'm not bearish on Pi. I think it's absolutely incredible that right now it's at a $13 billion market cap. But I don't like to see crazy speculation happening where people don't seem to understand what is feasible. Now, I think that Pi could go significantly higher, but we would need the entire market to move, and then we would need fresh capital to come in. And in order for Picoin's price to grow from where it is right now, remember, we have a diluting supply. Right now, we're at 7 billion. It continues to rise, right? We have all the way up to 100 billion Pi coins. So in order for this price to rise, we need more money coming in and less people selling in order for it to rise, which I think is going to be very difficult. Now, if your expectations are maybe a 2x, a 3x, a 4x, maybe that's possible. But these wild speculations of thousands of X's doesn't make any sense. Let's discuss this, all right? So these are the market caps, right? These are the price predictions that we have from that tweet. Now, if we scroll down, right, we can see that here is how big the market cap would be if each of these happened, right? So I asked it to do both the 7 billion and the 100 billion, right? So this right here, the total market cap, 7 billion, right? So this is with 7 billion. For it to reach $3, we would need a $21 billion market cap, all right? So right now we're at 12 billion. So that's about a 2x. That's reasonable. Now, when we start to get more unreasonable, we're at a $219 billion market cap. That is the same market cap or very similar to Ethereum, the second largest crypto on Earth that many people actually use, right? Right now, Pi is just speculation. Many people actually use Ethereum. Now, again, guys, I'm not saying that Pi is going to die, it's going to go to zero, but we have to be realistic with our price expectations. So Ethereum is about the price of Pi if it were to reach $31. This is with the fact that this is only the circulating supply. Remember, the actual max supply is 10 times bigger than this, right? 10 times bigger than that would put it significantly bigger than even Bitcoin right now. Now we go on to 314. This is where most people said they would consider taking profits. That's a $2.198 trillion market cap at 7 billion supply. All right, so that is almost the size, just a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller than the entire cryptocurrency market. And that is, like I said, just with the circulating supply. If we get onto the max supply or the total supply at $300, we're at 31 trillion, 10 times bigger than the current entire supply of the market. Bitcoin, bearing in mind, is $85,000. So this is 10 times bigger than the entire market. Now we get on to the most ridiculous thing I've actually seen yet, right? $314,000. This would put it at a 31 quadrillion market cap, right? If we even just do the 7 billion, that's a 2.1 quadrillion market cap. That's 4.6 times bigger than the planet's entire net worth. Okay, guys? That's not going to happen. All right, so this is just absolutely ridiculous. And what I think it is it's preying on people who don't understand. Now, I'm not trying to talk down to you guys. I want you guys to be successful crypto traders, entrepreneurs, investors. So what we can do is be realistic. What have we seen happen in the past? Because right now, Pi is actually bigger than pretty much every other altcoin outside of the top 10. It's actually a top 10 altcoin if you remove Tether, right? It's a number 10. So it's a top 10 right now. It's doing better than Chainlink, Hedera, XLM, AVAX, Sui, Litecoin, SHIB, TON, DOT, OM, BGB, all of these companies, right? And what seems to be the case is I think that most people don't have access to their tokens. And they're also, if they do have access to them, not selling because they're expecting insane price predictions. Now, right now, I have not sold any of my Pi tokens because it just doesn't seem worth it, right? I have maybe 5% unlocked from all of the coins that I've mined. And I would hope that this went significantly higher. So therefore, I'm willing to hold for it to go significantly higher just in case. But at number 11 already, right, it's going to be very hard for this to move up, especially with the significant dilution of the token going forward. You see, most of these coins right here in the top 10, they have almost fully diluted market caps, right? You can see the circulating supply here in this chart in comparison to what's on the market. All of these have all of it out apart from the unlocks that are coming for the likes of Solana and things. Now, you could be arguing, well, Connor, you don't understand anything. You don't get it. You don't understand where Pi is going. Sure, maybe I don't. So do enlighten me down there in the comment section why you think that Pi should be a higher market cap than Bitcoin, right? Because that's what it would need to be in order for some of these price predictions. So you think that Pi should be worth more than Bitcoin? Let me know in the comment section why that is. Now, again, guys, I think that Pi could go up and you can trade Pi here if you want to. You can short it or you can long it right now, depending on what you think might happen next. And Weeks is the only futures exchange that I found that you can do this on. So the way I like to trade in this market is I like to DCA into a position. So to show you that I think there is potential upside, as you can see, we have a $3 price here for Pi over on Weeks. And what we can do is if it continues to go down, we can dollar cost average into the position. So a way I like to trade using leverage is I like to use low leverage. So we can do something like 4 or 5x here. We hit confirm. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy 1,000 Pi coins, right, on the market, and I'm going to hit open. This way, I now have a position in Pi. If it continues to drop, I can dollar cost average into this position. And then if we get liquidated, because I've used isolated margin, I know that I can only stand to lose right now about $450. But if we get upside, every time the price increases, we get 4 times the price increase. So this could give us even more benefit on the upside, but also it increases the risk. So please understand that. If you do want to use Weeks, if you deposit $200 right now, you're going to get an instant $100, which you can then use to trade Pi coin, and you can get up to $30,000 bonus if you do certain tasks, certain deposits, and all of that down there in the description.